at him jumping right there. Nice. Awesome.
Did you see that, buddy?
Yeah.
They both like the sharks, and it's just a cool fish for kids. I mean, if you've got a kid that wants to go fishing, you can't miss with a shark.
Wow. He is angry. It's just the right
Look
size.
at him jumping, man.
I think that's a baby hammerhead.
I think it might be a.
Look at him jumping. Boy,
Nice.
you catch the jumpers, man.
Good job, Hayden. Yes! Look at that guy. That is a shark. The biggest fish I've ever caught. I got him. Relax.
Oh my God!
The Hawks K Saltwater Experience, presented by Yellowfin, with Captain Tom Rowland and Captain Rich Tudor.
Guys feel strong today?
Yes, sir.
Catch something big?
Yes, sir.
Turner, your dad tells me you want to catch something as big as possible.
Oh, yeah.
Says you're not scared of anything.
He wants a big battle. Is that right, Turner? That's what you told me, right?
You know, that sounds vaguely familiar. I think I've heard that from somebody before. Your dad's always in for a big battle.
I want to catch something either small or medium.
Small or medium?
Yeah.
You sound more like Austin. We had Austin out the other day, and he caught a big barracuda, and he said, I'd like a little smaller one, Dad.
You know, I love to take my kids fishing. I do it a lot on my own, but very rarely do we ever get a chance to get together and have the kids out there. And my kids are growing up, and you know, I know that yours are still kind of in the snapper stage, or pinfish stage, or maybe even ballyhoo. But as I get older, you know, you can start to do more and more stuff with them. You can start to target different fish, and you can start to, you know, fish in more challenging situations. And Turner being 10 and Hayden being 9 now, I mean, really, there are very few things in the ocean that I can't take them to do, and it's really cool. And one of the things that both of them like to do are shark fish. They both like the sharks, and it's just a cool fish for kids because, I mean, if you've got a kid that wants to go fishing, you can't miss with a shark.
It's a perfect balance between action, excitement, anticipation, everything, and a big fight. There he is. He's eating it now. There you go. Set it good. Set it again.
There you
again.
go. Good.
Again. Hit him hard.
Hello. Reel.
I got J-hooks on there.
Stop. Let him come back. He'll come back and get it again.
It was really cool to see, you know, Hayden, who, you know, he wanted, you know, medium to small fish, and Turner that wanted, you know, the biggest thing he could finally find, and you know, and like you say, what a great thing to be able to do on a windy day, just to not go far at all, short ride, so they don't have to have a lot of waiting, and get right into the action. He's right behind that balloon.
He's rising.
Get ready. He's close to your balloon.
He's looking at it. He's looking at it.
Okay, let him take off. We're gonna let him eat it this time.
Is it little?
No, yeah, it's a little one. Turner, why don't you go ahead and reel yours in?
That's what I was thinking.
Okay, now reel as fast as you can.
You got tight drag now? You got him? There you
Turner,
go.
reel in. Put your rod to the right.
Now these guys are cool. They jump sometimes.
Oh, perfect size for you,
Oh,
Hayden.
yeah, he's jumping right there, real fast. Hayden, get back, buddy.
Turner, move. Move off the deck. Move off the deck.
There he is. He's coming right under here. Oh, look at him jumping right there. Nice.
Hayden! Did you see that, buddy?
Yeah.
That was
a good
awesome,
job, man.
man.
I love those blacktips.
I think back on how I've gotten my kids to be proficient fishermen. They can tie their own knots, they can bait their own hooks, they can take the fish off, and they can identify the fish. You know, they know what's going on with the fish, and that's been really fun. But I think about how they got to this point. You can't just take a kid that hasn't gone fishing and put him in a situation, you know, going sight fishing for bonefish. I mean, it just doesn't work. The ideal way to bring a kid up in fishing, whether it's freshwater or saltwater, is baby steps. And then as they grow and as they get more and more interested, they can do more difficult types of fishing, fish for bigger fish, stay out there longer. And then when they're 10 years old, like Turner, now I could take him on a 4 or 5 day trip.
Up here, okay?
Okay, we're gonna have to let the anchor go. Loosen the drag, loosen the drag.
Hold on to him.
I got him. We're gonna have to chase him.
loosen the drag a little now. Now go ahead and start turning.
Keep a hand on his belt there if you would, Rich.
Okay. We good? So how about that? Is that cool or what?
Did you see that jump?
It's got 2 great jumps out of him. Real fast as you can now. Woo-hoo, we ain't quite done.
I'm not quite done.
The Hawks Cay Saltwater Experience, presented by Yellowfin, is brought to you by Hawks Cay Resort Marina and Villas. Surround yourself with what matters most. By Yellowfin, only in a Yellowfin. By Bass Pro Shops, your adventure starts here. By Motor Guide, never stop. By Mercury, #1 on the water. And by Under Armour, Navionics, Loadmaster, and Toyota.
It's great to have children that are really, really excited about fishing, but the one problem with that is that if you tell them you're going to go fishing on Saturday,
Better go.
you're going regardless, you know. And I wake up that morning and it's blowing 30 and I'm thinking, you know, going to the park wouldn't be so bad. Swimming in the pool wouldn't be so bad. And I can't even make the suggestion. And so even though the conditions weren't optimal, in the Florida Keys, right by Hawks Cay here, we've got incredible opportunities at fishing very, very close, so we could, you know, make a plan. And you did a great job of that.
Oh yeah, I mean, you know, being on an island, you have a calm side, and you know, without having to travel across the bay or any open water, we're able to just, you know, go out right from the marina and travel, you know, less than a mile, and be in different channels that are sheltered, and just out of that breeze just enough to where it's calm. I mean, it's still windy, but it's calm enough to where, you know, nobody's going to get seasick. Everybody's stable, and you know, we can have fun. And one thing about that, you know, that heavy wind is I think it's better for the sharks. You know, it gets that chum flowing. You know, when we had that nice incoming water, wind in the same direction. I mean, we had a good chum line going, and those blacktips we were catching at first, they glow that bronze color. They're coming in, and the boys could see them. You know, they got their polarized sunglasses on, and they could see them coming. And you know, the whole boat's excited about it.
To below, and out
That's
to the
your
right.
perfect size right there for you, Hayden.
Yep.
It is.
What we're probably going to do
medium.
is just kind of drift up on this flat, and I'll put the power pole down.
Nice job, buddy. You got him caught. You got him to the leader. Well done. Now let's just take it real easy with him. Kind of keep your tip low and just kind of hold on. And
You know, to watch Hayden, who, you know, he was a little scared of the big ones. He's like, you know, Dad, I want a medium one. You know, that kid could have caught a 500-pounder.
Well, that's the thing with Hayden, man. That's the thing with, I mean, you can echo that throughout his whole life. He has no idea what his potential is. You know, he lacks confidence a lot of times. To everyone else, he's doing great, but to his own eyes, you know, his older brother's always doing a little bit better, and so he never has the confidence. And you know, that day was great for him because he built so much confidence, and he'll remember that. You know, that was the best thing about the day for me, is Hayden looking up and saying, I'm going to remember this day for the rest of my life. And to go out there and hear him say that, you know, that's what it's all about.
Hayden, that's very impressive, man. That's the size you ordered up, right?
That's it. I got these gloves on. I'll help you get it.
Step back a little bit.
Woo,
Everybody step
twisting
back.
that leader up. Okay, back up.
Can you bail? See why they call him spinner shark? See how he spins around? Remember when he was jumping, he was spinning in the air? That is about the fastest fish in the ocean.
Okay, can anybody hand me those hook outs?
Yep, I got him.
I got the leader off. I just went ahead and cut the leader off.
Okay, so no hook on it?
That is my favorite shark there, boys. I like these more than any other shark.
We're just gonna take that hook out of him. We're gonna let him go without even messing with him too much.
You can keep that.
Not gonna hurt him, but you don't wanna mess with him too much, I can tell you that. So all I'm gonna do is very carefully take this off.
Now that's the shark that I ordered up.
That's the one you ordered up?
Yeah.
When you get a fish like that and you got the kids on board, you got to do the whole thing. You know, you got to pull them up, let the kids look at them. That's part of the deal. You know, you want them to learn about this fish. You want them to be able to feel the shark's skin. You want them to take in everything, and believe me, they're taking it in like a sponge. They are seeing everything about that fish, and you know, days later, you know, Hayden or Turner will tell me things. Do you remember seeing the fish, the shark's eyes? Do you remember how many teeth they had? I mean, they're taking all that stuff in, and you know, it's a big deal. You know, whether it's a snapper or pinfish, snook, tarpon, whatever. When you catch a fish with a kid, it's really important to take the time out to actually bring them in, let the kid have a look at it, teach them about it.
Okay, we're gonna let him go right here.
I love that coppery color. That was pretty cool, huh? Watch him come in there.
Yeah.
There you go.
Nice job, man.
Hayden, Rowland, Shark Man, Turner, Shark Man, you're next, buddy.
Good job, boys. Good job. Very impressive.
My back hurts.
Wasn't that
Back
cool?
hurts?
We saw him coming in, and then all of a sudden, you know,
That
it was
was cool.
anticipation, and then all of a sudden he ate it. That
And
was
look,
awesome.
Hayden, you see where our anchor was? See that orange ball way over there? Or was it? No, right there. See that orange ball? He fought you all the way over here.
Whoa.
All right, let me get you a new leader.
It's really impressive to see, you know, how your kids have developed. I mean, I've gotten to fish with them, you know, probably at least once a year for the last, you know, 5 or 6 years, and just seeing them, you know, I mean, when we first started fishing together, I think your oldest boy was probably my oldest boy's age, and it's just interesting to see this development, you know, and they were both patient too, and none of them, you know, if one was catching a fish, they were supportive of each other, they worked well around the boat. I mean, it's amazing how, you know, just in general the kids are on the boat, and I mean, I see that with my kids too, even at the young age.
2 or 3-year-old don't do that?
No, not yet. No, I was very impressed.
Oh, nice little blacktip.
Blacktip. Not a very big one. No, it's
Not a big one, but that's good. He's a tough one, mean one. Sometimes they're just little and mean like you. Hey, right over here. You got the rod coming back too far. Right over here. Wow. He is angry.
One thing there that was an interesting adjustment is we were missing some bites. You know, we kept missing those bites, and you immediately backed the drag off. You know, which I had never done that. You know, I've either have the guys open the bail and hold it with their finger, and you know, and then when the fish bites, they let it go, and then they close the bail. You know, so it gives them basically a drop back. But you know, with the kids, you always worry about them maybe getting their finger tangled on the line or something, or
when
closing
you're
the
using
bail.
braid, it's a real danger.
Absolutely, and that was very interesting. You know, we backed that drag off, and you know, and I didn't really know how well that would work. I was thinking the fish would let it go, but those sharks with those circle hooks, of course, while it's swimming away, you'd give them a nice drop back, maybe 10 seconds, and then start cranking that drag down, and all of a sudden we went like 5 for 5.
Right. Well, there's another thing that's really good about that. The child has an opportunity to adjust the amount of tension that they're comfortable with, and so they are in control. They see how it works a little bit. They tighten that drag down, it bends over a little bit more, and they're fine with it. And then, of course, over the years, I've taught them to pump up, reel down, pump up, and reel down, so you can fight a fish on light.
Well, not just with
drag.
kids, but I mean, I hear that all the time. You know, ladies, everybody that gets out of the boat, you know, people that just aren't experiencing because they're worried about how do I catch that 150-pound fish or that giant fish? He's going to pull me out of the boat. That drag, you know, like that's a great example. You know, let them understand that. You know, maybe even test them out. You know, you take the line and start pulling on it a little, and let them adjust it so that they know what they can do.
Nice one, Turner.
Nice job, Turner.
Okay, we'll put him right there. Stop, 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 stop.
doing the death roll just like crocodile.
Hang on, no, don't go over there. You just keep it just like that, tight.
It's exciting. You know, every time we get to fish together with the kids now, you know, it's nice to have that extra hand on the boat. You know, he's so confident. You know, whether my kids are fishing with you or vice versa. It's you know, because it's hard when you're by yourself, and especially handling the fish. You talk about handling the sharks. That's dangerous, and I would never tell anybody to, or even encourage anybody to pick those sharks up. Even myself, I don't like picking them up. I mean, you've done it a ton. You've got the proper tools, a tailor. You know, you're confident. You keep the kids out of the way.
Yeah, and also, if I tell my kids, okay, you need to stand back, you have to know that, you know, if you tell your child to do something, that he's going to do it.
Right.
And those sharks are very dangerous, and it's not anything to mess around with. But I'm comfortable handling them. That shark's gonna flop around a little bit, but eventually I'm gonna be able to take a hand on his dorsal, a hand on his tail, and I'm gonna be able to, you know, get my child in the back here to where they can feel the shark skin, you know, away from the toothy end and towards the back end to the safe end, keeping myself between the kid and the shark all the time. So if anybody gets bit, it's gonna be me, you know. And
how many fingers do you have? Rough one way, smooth the next, right?
It's like,
hey, watch out.
just drop him in the water.
I think he's ready to go back. Very gently.
Might get yours, Rich.
Make sure he's swimming good. And
He's good.
off he goes.
He was trying to give you a little something to remember
A goodbye kiss.
Maybe a goodbye bite.
Nice job, Turner.
That's what a shark calls a goodbye kiss. Good job, buddy. Way to go, man. You know, a lot of kids think that, I know that I get a lot of emails and I get a lot of phone calls and stuff that's put on our forum from kids that say that the one thing they would like to catch, if they could catch anything in the world, would be a shark. Would you guys, as experienced shark expert, under 10 years, under 11 years old, would you have any advice for any kid that wanted to catch a shark?
Well, the main thing is when you have a big shark on the line, the main thing is don't let go.
Don't let go. Okay.
Well,
what about?
It's a great way.
What would your advice be?
If the sharks are surrounded by the boat, if they're munching on the barracuda behind the boat, don't jump in the water.
Don't jump in the water? What about, how do you learn more about sharks as a kid?
Well,
Have you guys learned, is there any way that you know to learn more about sharks?
well, catch a shark, like catch a baby or close to a baby, and sort of make it relax and sort of look at it and feel the skin and look at the teeth and all that, and that's how I found out all the stuff I know besides all the books I read.
But you read books.
Yeah.
And let's see, I know that for both of you, your favorite book as a kid was A.J. McLean's Field Guide to Marine Fishes. And you guys wore the cover off of that book, and you had circled, I gave each one of you a book, brand new book.
I still have one.
We still have all of them, but you would circle them, and Turner checked off the ones that he had caught, and I think you colored them in when you caught them. And then we used to read that before bed. And I know every kid doesn't have that opportunity, but you know, we have learned a lot about sharks either at the aquarium, like we've been to the Tennessee Aquarium, we've been to several other aquariums, and there's usually a touch tank, and the Key West Aquarium has a great touch tank, and they pull out that nurse shark. So, you know, for a lot of kids, they wouldn't necessarily have to go fishing to learn about sharks. They could
Go to an aquarium.
they could learn about it in an aquarium, and in some schools you could learn about it. So there's a lot of ways that you could learn, but probably the most fun would be to go fishing. And I'll tell you what, there's nobody I would rather go fishing with and catch sharks than my two boys.
The Hawks Cay Saltwater Experience, presented by Yellowfin, is brought to you by Yellowfin, only in a Yellowfin. By Quantum, fishing at a quantum level. By Lowrance, we lead, we find, you win. By Guideline Sunglasses, optimum performance on and off the water. By the Florida Keys and Key West, come as you are. And by Under Armour, Navionics, Loadmaster, and Scott Fly Rods.
You getting bit?
Hey,
You getting
FedEx.
bit? Woo! You ready?
What do you got there?
Set it hard now. Set
Oh,
it. He's
nice.
jumping. He's jumping. Go around.
That's
Look at him
just the
jumping.
right
Nice.
size. Just the right
Look
size.
at him jumping, man.
I think that's a baby hammerhead.
I think it might be a.
Look at him
Oh,
jumping. Boy,
nice.
you catch the jumpers, man.
Good job, Hayden. Look at you reeling fast like that when he's coming in. This guy's just small. You can handle him easy, no problem. I still have that drag real loose. I don't know if you want it any tighter. You all right?
Second shark.
Oh,
that's
man,
sick.
right at the boat. What do you think about that? Oh, he did it
I've never
again.
seen such jumpers.
We better be careful he didn't jump in the boat. That would be. Here he goes again. Oh.
What I notice with my kids, even being younger, is you know, they want to please you, they want to do things that you're into, but you've got to feed that interest, you know. And I'm, you know, at this point, you know, my kids aren't, you know, big in the sports yet, and you know, who knows, they might not ever be the best sports people, but you know, we can always fish together. I mean, that's something I've said for years, you know, with my parents. So what we did growing up, you know, my mom, my dad, us, you know, ever since I was a little kid, all the way up to now, we go fishing together. We're able to go out there, you know, with my 74-year-old dad, my 2-year-old boy, and I'll go spend time together on a boat. I mean, think about our little trip there with your boys. I mean, we got to spend quality time with your kids there, you know, for 8 hours, you know, a whole day out on the boat together. I mean, to sit there in a confined area and talk and bond, I mean, it's a special thing.
Now that's just perfect size right there. Perfect size for a kid.
That is perfect size for a kid.
Accommodations provided by Hawks Cay Resort Marina and Villas. Surround yourself with what matters most.
I think we did pretty good.
Did real good.
It's nice to be able to come out here and spend the day with you.